Hey guys, welcome back to Michaela's Diaries. It has been a while. I can't even, there is no excuse. There actually is no excuse. I can't say that I was too busy because even though last year was a very busy season for me, there were plenty downtimes I could have spared to post one or two videos, but I'm back. I said I was going to be consistent last year and I brought out like 7 videos. A moment of silence for all the videos that I did not bring out last year but are sitting in my SD card. Anyways, thought I would give you guys, I guess, a life update. A few things has happened since I last posted, etc. You know already I was engaged last time I posted. I think my last video was like a bridesmaid proposal thing, and I thought I was gonna do this whole like bridal like videos and stuff like that, or like bridal journey videos, and I didn't end up doing any. But anyways, I guess it was all for a reason, to be honest. But yeah, I've gotten married to my husband. I got married in November and then we moved in together. We bought a place together and we moved in together. So that's what's been happening in life. That's just life right now. And I kind of wanted to hop back on here because I feel like, you know, YouTube is something that I've always wanted to do. And I feel like I just haven't taken myself seriously enough. And I'm just trying to be consistent, you know. I've told myself, yeah, that if I am able to consistently post 20 good videos on YouTube this year, I will buy myself a DJI camera. A lot of people are having those like cute like vlogging cameras. Two of my friends, they have them and I absolutely love it. I think it's such a good camera. I think the Sony camera that I have now, this camera, the Sony ZV-1, very, very good camera by the way, but I think it would be kind of nice to just have a smaller kind of camera to like go around with. So I've told myself that if I'm consistent enough and I post 20 videos this year, I will give myself that. So let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. As you guys know already, like I am more like a vlogger. I love to vlog. I love to like bring a story together and just kind of post it, you know, for entertainment, that kind of stuff, and also to look back on because it's kind of fun to look back on those moments in life. But one thing I really want to focus more on is like sit down videos of just life experiences, etc., to be honest. And let's get right into the video. That was the longest introduction ever, but yeah, I'm here, I'm safe, I'm sound, all by the grace of God. And so let's get right into it. This video is titled Things That Shocked Me, as in like shocked me in my bridal season, and I wanted to share and also give advice on how I handled those situations. So the first thing that definitely shocked me was finances. I knew, you see, you have this picture in your head of like Pinterest board, and just remember that row of flowers, even if people they just say, oh, use artificial flowers, even the artificial flowers are still actually relatively expensive. Like I did not deep that like to get this like aesthetics, you gotta pay an arm and a leg for it. That honestly shocked me so much. The thing that actually genuinely helped us was, of course, like both families were contributing, but me and my husband, we literally just such a save. It's so funny, we were saving up for the wedding in the year of the wedding. Usually people would have a year to save up for their wedding. No, we did not. We saved up as the invitations were going out, literally. But yeah, we'll put money aside every month towards the wedding, which I thought was like very, very helpful. We set up like a joint account together, like a Revolut, just like a Revolut kind of account together. So I would definitely advise that. Doesn't matter, like maybe if you're getting married like in 2 years time or whatever, whenever you want to get married, I would definitely suggest just having like a savings pot towards it to put money aside for it. Although that was not although obviously the marriage and like the wedding and everything was important, but we're also saving towards buying like our first property together. So we were kind of using that for both in a way. So that was very financially trying times, but it all worked out in the end, by God's grace. But that would be like I guess a solution to that. I know that's such an obvious thing, but honestly I think even if you're putting 20-50 pounds aside a month, it will go a long way. Anyways guys, so the second thing that I would say that definitely shocked me was people, and I'm gonna be positive about this because I feel like it's always negativity that is spun around, but people genuinely did show up and I was so shocked by it. Relative to the people that showed up more than the act itself, do you get what I mean? And I was so grateful in that season. Obviously the downside, there were people that did genuinely disappoint me, and I was shocked. And I think in that time as well, like, you know, people, there's a lot of like self-entitlement as well, and the people that I expected to have like maybe showed up did not show up. They didn't as much as even asked to like, oh, if there's anything that they can help me with, etc, etc, until it was vocalized that they were like, oh, which for me is kind of odd. Do you get what I mean? But anyways, that's for another day. But honestly, focusing on the positive side of things, people generally did show up, and the way I have this, I guess my solution for that during that time, or dealing with like disappointment in general, was honestly just praying about it, but also understanding, oh, so this is as far as our relationship needs to go then. And I just kind of left it at that, to be honest. And I have no dislike towards these people or anything like that. Honestly, I just could not care less about like the whole circumstance. I think we're all just getting older, we're all growing up. I'm entering a new season of my life. They'll enter a new season of their life, and they'll also go through those experiences as well. So I think it's a very good way to sieve out the people that genuinely do care and genuinely, you know, will be there when you need them the most, to be honest. So I think that was really good, actually, experiencing that. I think looking back at it, it did feel quite like confusing, but coming out of it now is just so much clarity on who is actually your friends, who is actually your people. And I really did appreciate that experience from going through the wedding season, etc. But yeah, so the third thing that really did shock me was developing like my relationship with the Lord. I think for me, I was okay with my relationship with the Lord. I feel like I was all right, to be honest. I'll pray, etc. But I think there was a time when it just kind of felt like, I don't know, what is that word again? It just felt like it wasn't really going anywhere, really. Like it felt kind of like in a standstill. So it was quite nice to be able to build my faith more through going through that season, because, you know, it is honestly such a, well, for me personally, it was quite a draining season to be in, and to be able to experience what I did experience and come out of it with so much peace and love and understanding, only to God, and only took the maturity of my relationship with Him that took me to that level of understanding as well. So that's one thing that I definitely do appreciate during that time. That really did shock me during that time. Lastly, I'm gonna just talk about the thing that shocked me, not even like during the bridal season, but just after I had gotten married. I would say that what really shocked me was, you know, how people behave once you get married. Like, you know, they always talk about how the person who gets married behaves. Maybe they are distant, they're this, they're that, but I feel like people intentionally keep their distance because you're not married. They think that they should just clock out because now you're like hitched or whatever it is. And I had to be like, no guys, where are you going? Come back here, let's go on our dates, let's go on our, like, you know, friendship dates or whatever. Let's meet up, let's hang out, because I feel like it's so important to have your tribe, your people around you. Like, it doesn't matter if you're married, like, bro, like, I mean, I guess it's a conversation I can have with you and your partner, of course, but I think it's just so important to just continue to just be yourself, you know, keep being like, yes, you're now, like, now I have the title of being a wife and Mrs., but also I'm remembering and I recognize who I am as a person, if that makes, that's so dramatic, but yeah, I feel like people's automatic response is like, oh, let's give them distance, she's married now. But I think it's very important to actually communicate, or how would you like the boundaries to be, etc., now that you're married, instead of just assuming that you should just not invite them to things because you're married or whatever. I'm not saying that my friends did this, because I communicated to them that that ain't happening. But yeah, they're also aware that obviously I prioritize my marriage, my husband, over anything else that comes. So but at the same time, like, you still have good times to hang out and stuff like that, which I think is really, really important. And I think it really helps like develop you as a person, and also it kind of helps like with getting into marriage, because I feel like obviously it's a time to build with each other, but also like, you know, just having, you know, time, like a time off, you know, time off to go out with your girls, you know, time off to not, you know, think about things too much. You guys just have a wee laugh. Not that you obviously, I have laughs all the time with my husband, but it's nice to, you know, there's something about the girls, like just being with the girls, you get what I mean? Do you get what I mean? But yeah, I think it's really, really important that you still carry that on. But yeah, those are all the things that shocked me. It shocked me, but nothing is shocking me anymore. I will not lie. I feel like I have become so immune to people's character, people's behavior, etc. Obviously, like, I'll be kind of like taken aback by it or whatever it is, but now I just like honestly just don't care. Like, I'm just such in a happy and peaceful place that honestly I wish everyone the best, and that's just as far as it goes. Anyways, I honestly do pray for everyone who is entering that time of their life, etc. Honestly, like, hold on to the Lord. Honestly, that's what I recommend the most. And have a good laugh, spend time with your, like, it should be such an enjoyable experience. But honestly, always stay in prayer, because hey, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. That is a fact. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Oh my god, this was so nice. I really love that I'm here right now with you guys, like, literally. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like more, make sure to subscribe, like, follow, all those good stuff. My name is MICHAELA'S here, but that's the same on all my social platforms. I do have a cooking page, which is MJA Taste, but that's something completely separate, so you can follow me there too if you like. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all those delicious stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you for my next video. Bye. Oh yeah, I didn't mention, your girl got a haircut. This hair is now like 2 months, no wait, nearly 3 months old now, so I do need to get it repermed, but, and maybe cut it down again a bit. But your girl is a pixie girl now, and she is a wifey. Look how cute my stack is. Wait, can't even focus it. There we go. That's my stack. She's such a cutie. Love her.